Hey, it's Lisa here from Freedom Techniques. Hey, so there's something important I wanted to talk about, particularly at this time when there are a lot of people in pain around the world. And for a lot of us, it can be quite painful to witness that pain of the others, and particularly when there's such a lot of it at the moment and it's kind of all around. So what I wanted to discuss or show you, explain to you is the difference between empathy and compassion, because that can really be a lifesaver at this time. So a lot of us, particularly those people who identify themselves as empaths, people who really feel other people's pain. And that can be a really beautiful quality that you can use in your work, to help other people, etc., etc. But at times it can get quite overwhelming when there is a lot of pain around you. I see a lot of people in a lot of pain in my work. And often people ask me, do you find it really hard? Do you find it tiring or heavy to do the work that you do? But the answer is no. I absolutely, absolutely love it. And the difference is that even though I feel deep, deep compassion for the people who are in pain, whether they are my clients or my friends or loved ones, or the masses of people who are in pain and suffering around the world right now, I feel deep, deep empathy for them. But the big, big difference is that their pain does not become my pain. Their pain does not become my pain. If it did, I would be absolutely overwhelmed. And I'm sure a lot of you know what that's like, and I do too. But what I learned to do is I learned to move from empathy, and yes, there is such a thing as too much empathy when we feel other person's pain so deeply that it almost becomes our pain. Then it becomes quite difficult for us to support and help that person, because all of a sudden we are a person in pain ourselves. We're feeling their pain so deeply, it's almost as if it's ours. But when we learn to create some internal boundaries, which means that I can be there for your pain, I can have deep, deep compassion for your pain, I can almost experience it as if it's mine, but I know within myself it's not mine. It doesn't become my pain that I take on and carry with me. When I feel compassion, or when I feel or do compassion, it's almost like a doing word in my opinion. When I do compassion instead of empathy, my capability, my ability to be there for you in your pain, and to hold space, to support in the way that I can, it's unlimited, because I'm not absorbing your emotional state or your state of mind. So oftentimes these days I see the whole empathy thing, or being an empath, portrayed as something that you just are. But I have to say that I kind of disagree with that, because I mean, there are a lot of things that we can say, oh, that I just am like this. And if that's what we believe, then so it is. However, I always believe that we have far more power over our reality, and particularly our inner reality, than we appreciate or realize or understand. So I believe that we can, and I know this from my own life, that we can learn and create those boundaries, both external or internal. In this case, it's more about the internal boundary, that I know your emotions and your experience are your emotion, your experience, that I'm not taking them on as mine. Although I have compassion for you, and I really truly want to support and be there for you. So this is something that I wanted to put out there. And I wanted to tell you that you do have the power to change your reality. If you're feeling overwhelmed with the pain and suffering that is out there in the world, the best way for you to be of support and be of service is to not take it on as yours, but to learn to do compassion instead of over empathy, so that you can hold your own space and you can hold space and support someone else in pain. That's all for today. I really hope you found that useful. If you did, please comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.